What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to part 2, which will be Mission Halo. So I want to say I made a mistake roughly towards the end, where I said there were more enemies, where I stuck the blue elite. I said there's another path you can take and there's going to be more enemies there. Actually, it's another way of killing them, where right at the end there's a door, but it's got stuff blocking it, and you can always chuck grenades through there. So what you could do is actually shoot them, and they look in your direction, then you quickly move around, and then you can stick the elite. Seek out surviving Marines and help them fight the Covenant. So I hope you enjoy. Of course, we're going to be playing on Legendary, and this is going to be a no death one, or no deaths for this mission.
We're coming in too fast! Damn! Air brake failure! They flew too early! I'm losing her! Right for impact! Chief? Chief, can you hear me? At last! Are you alright? Can you move? Yeah, there's the impact. There's nothing we can do. Warning. I've detected multiple Covenant dropships on approach. I recommend moving into those hills. If we're lucky, the Covenant will believe that everyone aboard this lifeboat died in the crash. I'm reading thousands of types of flora. The ring's ecosystem is incredibly sophisticated. Alert! Covenant dropship inbound. They must be looking for survivors. I recommend immediate evasion.
Okay, so when Cortana says the last line, immediate evasion, that's when you want to start going. So now you can always hang back there in the rocks and try to kill the enemies, but I prefer to do this. So what I'm doing here is actually spawning in the 2 Banshees, and you want to zoom in here, and this guy is going to start flying towards you. So it takes around 2 full clips just to get him on the verge of smoking, and then it's going to take another 3 or 4 bullets to blow him up. Same goes for this guy as well. Now then, you don't want to take too long trying to kill both these Banshees. In fact, if you want, you can always just destroy one of them and the other one's going to start flying off. So that's number 1. The other guy is going to try and run away, but I'm going to blow him up. Now then, I got really lucky here. I got the plasma rifle, and one of the elites started coming over. The other one was just about to come over, but what I did here was zoomed in, so he would back up. Now then, the best part about this is the major elite came over, which is the red one. So he's the hardest to take out. So getting him by himself is really awesome. Now then, you won't always get the plasma rifle. And also, what enemies come over here is completely random. It may be sometimes just grunts, it may be you might get really unlucky and get 2 elites. That is the worst case scenario. But I'm going to be using mostly the plasma pistol for this first few parts, and I'm just going to be using the noob combo. So you want to take out a few of these grunts. It's pretty hard to headshot them when they're that far away, even though the pistol is really overpowered. So that's the elite. So I was going to try and unload a full clip of magnum ammo into him, but I decided to have a go at trying to take down his shields with the plasma pistol. Now then, if an enemy decides not to come out, you want to just shoot once. And there you go, you hear that? That got his attention. And finally the minor elite is taken out. So here's another Covenant weapon, which is new. But I would say on Legendary, it is the worst weapon you could possibly use. It is useless. Yes, it may be great for blowing up enemies who are dead, but when they're moving, the tracking on the Needler is pretty terrible on Legendary because the enemies are always on the move. So just go over to the lifeboat, refill on ammo, and also health if you need to. I have done this without ever taking any damage. Not too severe, but other times I have had worst case scenario where my life is on a red bar. So now then, we're coming up to where most people would have skipped this, but I prefer not to. In my original walkthrough of this, when I was playing with my friend Atlas, I decided to skip this because there was two of us, but because there's only me, I wanted to get the plasma pistol because there's going to be an elite up here. So sometimes he might start running down here, sometimes he might not. If he doesn't, then just shoot one of the grunts and then you'll start moving down here. You want to use this rock for cover and try to take his shield down and then headshot him. All very basic stuff. Now then, you want to try and get a plasma pistol with the most ammo. So I got a pretty good one here which got 80 in it. Because this next part is probably going to be the hardest part in the entire mission.
I'm reading a lifeboat beacon over the next hill. We should check to see if there are any survivors.
So there's going to be a few grunts, 2 elites. I recommend chucking a grenade over there. It is possible to take out all the grunts with that grenade. And you want to hang back here and then try to get their shield with the plasma pistol. So if they start shooting at you, walk back and they'll start attacking the Marines. I was getting really unlucky here where they were constantly dodging me, but then finally got one of them taken out. And this is the last chance, and I get him.
Cavalry, how do you ride? Thank God, Master Chief. I thought we were in real trouble.
It's a mess, sir. We're scattered all over this valley. We called for evac, but until you showed up, I thought we were cooked.
Don't worry, Sergeant. We'll stay here until evac arrives.
Heads up! I got a Covenant dropship heading in! Over here!
Okay, so what I did there, I decided to try to bring those 2 Marines all the way over there so I could listen to their commentary. Because once their commentary is done, this is when the ship is gonna spawn in with enemies. Now then, your main priority here is there's gonna be a few dropships which come in with enemies. What you are wanting to do is to try and take out the elites as fast as you can. Once you take out the elites, then just mop up the rest of them. If you get into a little situation, throw another grenade and the enemies will try to avoid it.
Look sharp. Covenant dropship on approach. I could use some help over here.
So this did take quite a while to figure out, but I'm using the strategy that Hockey-Bird used here. I'll have a link to his walkthrough on this, which is really awesome, and I recommend you check it out. So what I'm going to be doing here is literally quickly trying to get to each dropship, and then trying to kill the elites, and then finishing off whatever's left. So you want to make your way up to this tower to refill your pistol ammo.
Uh-oh, another bandit dropping in behind us. They're trying to flank us.
Now then, I totally messed up the grenades there. I didn't throw them far enough. Now then, I was too slow trying to take these guys out, so a few of my Marines got killed. So I've actually only got 2 left now, which really sucks. Okay, also, if you're too far away and you don't think you're going to be able to use the plasma grenades, I recommend using the ordinary grenades and then just spamming them at the elites. And then unload with the pistol ammo. Okay, so this is going to be the final dropship. I actually get one of the elites here. If you hear this little death cry there. And then what I decided to do here is move all the way back up to the tower. So stay by here. This is going to be the final elite. And that's it.
This is Pelican Echo 419. Anybody reading me? Repeat. Any UNSC personnel respond.
Roger, Echo 419. This is Fire Team Charlie. We read you. Is that you, Fohammer?
Roger, Fire Team Charlie. Good to hear from you.
Fohammer, we need transportation to the command shuttle.
I'm on my way.
Look, more lifeboats. They're coming in fast. If those lifeboats make it down, the Redmond are going to be right on top of them.
Fohammer, we need you to disengage your Warthog. The Master Chief and I are going to see if we can save some soldiers.
Roger, Cortana. Fine. Okay, Charlie Team, Warthog deployed. Saddle up and give them hell.
Roger, Fohammer. Stand by to evac survivors and transport them to safety.
That's affirmative. Echo 419 staying on station. Fohammer out.
The Master Chief and I need some backup. Can you spare a few men?
Sure, Cortana. All right, who's in? Volunteers step up, on the double. The rest of you, get to the dropship. Ready to roll!
As you saw there, I only saved 1 Marine.
Oh yeah!
But the good news is he's got full health, which is awesome.
This cave is not a natural formation. Someone built it, so it must lead somewhere. I've hacked into the Covenant battle network. They're actually broadcasting tactical data on unencrypted channels. We should show them who they're dealing with. Master Chief, I'm going to use your suit's transcom system to monitor their chatter.
Okay, so we've now got a warthog, and the physics for the warthog are really weird, but after a while you will get used to it. But the best part about the warthog is the machine gun, which actually the guy who's on it is actually pretty good at using it.
They're everywhere! Over there!
And also the fact that you can actually instantly kill enemies if you run over them, even if you tap them. So what I recommend doing here
Over here!
is literally just driving around. Do not stop moving because the grunts are just gonna spam grenades at you. It won't be constant.
Way to go! Oh man, what a mess!
What you want to listen to are sounds the grunts make when they're gonna throw a grenade. So they're gonna say something.
Yeah, got him! Nice one! You can't hide
So
from me!
everybody duck, that's one of them.
Whoa! Yeah, let's do it! You want some more? Keep it up! There's another one! Is it the best you can do? I found him!
Oh yeah, by the way, if the jackals do hit you with their overcharge and take down your shield, just move away, go back to where you originally drove through, and then once your shield's fully healed, then just start ramming them again. Now then, there's always one grunt left that I've noticed. He always seems to hide when you take everybody out, and then he'll start attacking.
There it is!
Now then, I decided to get out here. This is probably a really bad idea, because you might throw a grenade at the warthog, and then you might lose your gunner. So what I'm doing here is once again just shooting about the place, making sure the place is completely cleared out. There's gonna be 3 elites up here. Now then, sometimes they will run down here, but in this scenario, they decided to stay there, but the other 2 are now gonna start running. So just use your plasma pistol whenever they come around the corner, and then just try to go for a headshot. Or a body shot. And that's it, you've cleared this area. So you're just gonna want to follow this path, and Cortana's gonna say a few things.
There's new traffic on the Covenant battle network. A lot more crew made it off the Autumn than I had predicted. The captain really gave them hell. If we can find Captain Keyes and the other survivors, we have a chance to coordinate an effective resistance. Lifeboat detected. No sign of survivors.
Supplies and weapons all over the place, but I can't find any bodies. Maybe somebody made it.
So this is where the sniper rifle is going to be introduced to you. And I'm only going to be really using it to take out the elites. And then using the pistol to take out whatever's left. So jackals or grunts.
Maybe they took cover in that structure. Let's check it out.
Okay, so we're gonna come across a few elites here.
Hey, good one!
For the minor elites, it only takes one shot to the head.
Nice shot.
For the major elites, it takes 2 shots.
Damn it, they're everywhere! I see him! I found him!
So we got a few jackals here.
Back me up!
There's also gonna be one grunt in that little structure where the elites are. Also, there are 2 ways you can enter. This is the one on the right. There's one to the left, but I recommend taking this way. I actually didn't mean to headshot that elite. I was trying to take out the grunt. So another miner taken out. This guy, as you can see, for a body shot, it takes 3 to take out the major elite. And that grunt is actually over there. Of course, I'm not going to waste my sniper ammo on him. I don't see the point in doing that. Okay, so you're going to want to slowly make your way to the big structure. But you want to try and keep your warthog far away from the structure.
Here comes more! You can't hide from me! Yeah, let's do
And
it!
the Marines are going to be shooting at grunts, which are left on the structure.
Yeah!
I'm not sure how many grunts are left on the structure, but I think it's about 3 or 4. So there's the first one. But I do the foolish thing of actually bringing the warthog just a little too close to the structure, where there are still a few grunts left on top.
We should search the interior of this
There's
structure
2
before we
major
leave.
elites taken out pretty easy. And I also recommend this as the first place to go if you want to practice with the sniper rifle. But I recommend just using your sniper rifle for just the elites. And I was pretty sad about that.
I found him!
Rest in peace, buddy.
Wow.
I've called for an evac.
And better looking, too.
We should secure the area before the dropship arrives.
So, once Cortana says that line, you want to enter in here and just start blasting whatever's left.
Thank God it's you! I'm not sticking around to get killed!
Echo 419 to Cortana, come in.
We read you, Echo 419. We have survivors and need immediate dust-off.
Roger, Cortana. On my way. I've spotted additional lifeboats in your area. One near a rock slide, and another near the head of the river. Hard to see from my altitude, but it looks like there are more survivors.
Acknowledged. We're on our way.
So, as you could hear from the chatter, those are the two areas which we've got to go to. Now then, I'm waiting here because I want another Marine.
Showtime!
So, actually I saved 4 Marines here, which that's pretty awesome. I do try to keep as many of the Marines alive as possible. So here's the other way you could have entered. I recommend not going this way. It's not really a good idea on Legendary. So we're gonna have 2 Banshees that are gonna try to attack us.
There it is!
But because of how awesome a machine gunner is, he's gonna take them out pretty quickly.
Give me an angle! There's more where that came from! Yeah, mate, way to go!
So we're gonna make our way to area number 2, which is actually pretty hard, but I'm gonna show you the easiest way of doing it. So you want to park your Warthog here, you don't want it to go in too close. And you want to take out these 2 Jackals which are here. If I can actually kill him. There we go. So there's going to be a few elites in the structure. Same thing again. Aim for roughly the head area for the red elites. Well, actually, you should always aim for the head area for the elites. It's the best way to take them out.
Whoa! Damn it, they're everywhere!
So there's going to be a few more elites in here on this smaller building. By the way, one thing you got to be careful about the Warthog is also it can kill you instantly as well. If you get tapped by that thing or touched by it while it's still moving, you're going to have an instant death. And on Legendary, I don't fancy restarting this again. So, I think I took that one out. But he could just be hiding around the pillar. So by the way, there is no sniper ammo here. So, that might be the last elite. Actually, yeah, that is the last elite. So, there's gonna be still a few more enemies. So there's just going to be a few jackals and 1 or 2 grunts.
Over here! Yeah, let's do it! There's another one! Roger that!
Okay, so now then, this is usually the hard part if you were actually gonna go straight up to the hill. And that's why I didn't want to activate that point.
There are some Marines hiding in the hills above the structure.
You're our sight for sore eyes, Chief. We're in a bad way. We've got wounded here.
I'll call in a dropship to pick them up.
So once Cortana's finished talking, the dropship is gonna fly in. And we're gonna use the same strategy as where we were for the light bridge. So we're literally just gonna drive around and hit the enemies with the warthog. And also let the machine gunner do some damage to them as well.
Covering fire! Shoot them! More of them! Roger that!
So try to take out as many of the elites again. Once again, it's all the same stuff. And then just go for the stragglers. And there we go.
Echo 419 to Cortana. Bullhammer's on station and ready for another pickup.
Affirmative, Bowhammer. We're ready for dust-off. Approach when ready. We're going to look for the last lifeboat, Echo 419. Good luck.
The cavalry's arrived!
So if you want more sniper ammo, then there's going to be a dead marine here with a sniper. And I actually think I saved all the marines in this area because they didn't need to fight. I did all the fighting for them, which they should be really grateful about. There's 1, there's 2, there's number 3. And now we're gonna make our way to the last area when this marine decides to get in. So this is the other route you could have taken, but I prefer taking the route on the right.
Warning. I picked up reports that the Covenant has located and secured the Pillar of Autumn's crash site. The good news is the captain's still alive. The bad news is that the Covenant have captured the entire surviving command crew. Let's hurry and find the final lifeboat so we can link up with the rest of the survivors. Survivors detected. Marines are concealed in those rocks.
So you want to mow down these enemies and then quickly get out.
Heads up!
Be careful of the warthog, you don't want to die to that. And I think I accidentally killed my marine there somehow.
Good one! Careful, it could be anything.
So that entrance I took, not many people really take that entrance, but it is the best way to get into this area. Because you want to try and save as many Marines as you can on this last part, because they have sniper rifles.
Whoa!
Now then, for whatever reason,
You can't hide from me!
you'll see in a bit that the Marines...
We'll get
I thought that all the Marines died somehow, because they weren't helping me, their snipers. So, I don't know when I do it, but I look over and I don't see anybody. I'm like, huh, okay. I must have lost all my Marines, but apparently they're actually still alive. There's 3 of them. But they decide not to help until the last part. So, same strategy again. Every time a dropship drops enemies off, you just want to run over them. Always go for the elites, because then all the other enemies will scatter.
Try that on! Nice one! They're everywhere! I found them! Whoa!
But this is probably like my favorite way to end this level, is to literally just drive around and just run over every enemy possible.
Lots of them over here! Quick! Look at the side of that roadkill! Firing! There's another one! I see him! You can't hide from me!
And this is where my snipers finally decide to help me. And I decided, you know what? I'm gonna let them do the work. And also my gunner decides to help him on the action. But this is gonna be the final group for this level. And once all these enemies are dead, I've officially done mission 2
I had that one! Over here!
on Halo, on Legendary, with no deaths.
Back me up! You want a little as well?
That's the last of them.
Roger that. I'm on my way.
New traffic on the Covenant BattleNet. I found Captain Keyes. He's being held on a Covenant cruiser, the Truth and Reconciliation, a ship I disabled before we abandoned the Autumn. The Truth and Reconciliation touched down on a desert plateau roughly 300 kilometers upspin. There's our ride. Get aboard and let's get out of here.
Welcome aboard, Master Chief. Ready for dust off.
So I don't go quite yet, because I just wanted to show you the 3 Marines that survived.
Cavalry has arrived!
So that's 1 and 2. And there's number 3. And I've officially completed this mission without dying. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you for part 3.
We should move out, Lieutenant, and then we'll need your help on a rescue mission.
Thank you.